All right, so everything has a polar opposite. If there's an up, there's a down. If there's a light, there's a dark. Every yin needs a yang. The universe is about balance. You can never appreciate the good if you've never experienced the bad. Nothing in this universe can exist without an opposing force. Experiencing these polarities is part of the human experience, and they help us learn from our mistakes and support us in identifying what we don't want so we can get clearer on what we do want. Just like batteries have two polar opposite charges, right? Negative and positive. There are two polarities of intentional manifestation. Once you understand how the law of polarity works, you can align the law with your intentions and combine it with your ambition and things you want to achieve in a way that maximizes chances for you to have success. Using universal laws and cosmic laws to your advantage helps you shoot past your peers because your ability to deduce, discern, and decipher life situations are broadened. You feel me? We are a combination of various energies. Some energies tend to dominate our natural state, and others will surface only on special occasions. We are the essence of the concept of polarity. Polarity is different from duality, though, so keep that in mind that each pole has the essence of the others contained within it. I'm explaining that because I know it sounds just a little bit crazy. There is a range and degree of each aspect housed within the other. They're inseparable. I hope that makes sense to you. Consistent active polarities exist within us. What we manifest is a combination of what polarities in varying degrees. Nothing exists in a pure state. Everything blends to form unique and vibrant combinations. A person can be wholesome, humble, noble, honorable, but it doesn't mean that jealousy and envy doesn't exist within them as well. You understand? That's what I mean by in the universal law of polarity, that each pole has the essence of the others contained within it. You can be an overall good person and still possess behaviors that evil people have. The physical and metaphysical aspects ingrained in the energy that surrounds us is where the polarity begins. The power is generated by opposites, yet has the essence of each opposite held within it. Hope this is making sense. The duality inherent in nature serves to produce energetic interactions. This is seen in the interaction of protons and electrons within the atomic structure, right? Other examples include magnetic fields that display positive and negative polarities, the light of day and the dark of night, the sun and the moon, and in us human forms, us as people, male and female. Every thought and therefore every intention has two components: content and energy. So for example, when you want to manifest a new love, that raw information is the content of your intention. The energy is the power that drives that intention. It's the energy component that is intimately bound up with the law of polarity. And that's just something that's embedded within the subconscious as well. That's another ball game altogether. According to the law of polarity, everything is dual. Opposites are actually two inseparable parts of the same thing. Think of hot and cold, for example. Although they're opposites, they're actually on the same continuum, and you cannot have one without the potential for the other. You can think of whatever you want to manifest in the same way. For example, abundance is inseparable from financial lack, right? Love is inseparable from being alone. Success is inseparable from failure. Each comes with the potential for its opposite. So once you understand this, once you understand this concept, try writing it down what you want to manifest and write down its opposite. This is the start of applying the law of polarity effectively. You can't acknowledge the possibility of winning without acknowledging the possibility of losing. The deep-seated negative beliefs in your subconscious shape the energy of your intentions. So even if you Even if you're thinking about the content of your intention, right? Such as finding a great partner or earning an amazing job, or your emotional energy may not be in tune with this intentional content. If you're experiencing strong emotions like excitement and joy and connection with your intentions, you have a strong intentional current that will help you manifest this thing you have intention for. The emotions aren't that they're wildly inconsistent. You're lacking the right kind of intentional current. Make a note of the emotions you experience in relation to your intentions. Consider whether they're associated with a strong intentional current or not. Picture a battery with its polar opposite currents, one positive, one negative. If you hook it up to a circuit, in the one way, a current will be created by an electron flow, right? However, if you hook the battery up to a circuit in the opposite way, the flow of electrons will reverse and the electrons will flow in an identical current in the opposite direction, making the battery useless. But it doesn't mean the battery doesn't work. It just means the battery is headed in the wrong direction, literally. If you want to boost the current, any extra batteries you have need to be aligned to create a current in the same direction. If you put brand new batteries in the back of a Game Boy and some of them are facing the wrong way, will the Game Boy cut on? Even if the batteries are brand new. See, after you've disrupted the current, the Game Boy won't work anymore. Period. All the currents need to be aligned. I hope this metaphor is not going over your head. You feel me? Like, is this something I want you to, comprehend when it comes to universal laws? The law of polarity is separate from the law of attraction, but the two work together in some fascinating ways that influence your unique manifestation potential. After all, the law of attraction tells us that we attract the things with which we are in vibrational harmony with, and those which are the subject of our mental focus. According to the law of polarity, things have a dual nature. The two extremes that look like opposites are inseparable. When you combine these laws, what you see is what you attract. The whole package of your mental focus. This is what you're really in vibrational harmony with. Consider this. Consider whether you're spending a lot of time mentally focusing on something that's the opposite of your underlying negative beliefs. For example, you're experiencing financial lack due to your limiting beliefs and are trying to attract abundance. You'll attract the complete package of financial lack to abundance. However, due to having a subconscious emotional vibration that is in tune with lack, you'll end up getting more of the same lack. What you really need to do in order to manifest is to pick one polarity and use it constantly. If your intention has a strong polarity, it will be strong in itself and will have an excellent chance of manifesting. Feel me? And yes, I'm kinesthetic, so saying you feel me comes very natural to me. Just bear with me, all right? So, in other words, if you're trying to attract financial abundance, you'll benefit from correcting the subconscious emotional vibration that determines the energy of your intentions. And to do this, you'll need to find and conquer your core limiting beliefs. Because of these universal laws, the universe exists in harmony. The law of polarity operates consistently. The universal law of polarity states there is an equal and opposite to everything. Nothing exists alone. Any action has an equal and opposite reaction. All forces in the universe exist as pairs or opposites. It is actually impossible to have one part without the other opposite. This universal law is in alignment with yin and yang, the understanding that opposites coexist to create the balance of the universe. With that in mind, you'll come to the realization that purpose of the universe is equilibrium and synchronicity. 1111, 444. You know what I'm talking about. You've seen it before. Every event or situation just is. We each make it negative or positive by how we choose to think about it. If we are thinking negatively, we can change our perspective and see the opposite. We literally, as human beings, create lives from our thoughts. Well, we create our lives from our thoughts and our beliefs. But this is good news, though, especially in this time of COVID-19. If you're experiencing fear and anxiety during this time of social distancing to stop the spread of the virus, then be spiritually enlightened enough to learn this event exists with its equal and opposite. Let's call the COVID-19 event fear and anxiety, right? The opposite is freedom and joy, or courage and peace. According to the universal laws of polarity, these positive emotional states exist within the fear and anxiety of COVID-19. However, if you're deeply immersed in the fear and anxiety, you won't experience the freedom and joy or courage and peace. For every reason you feel sad or depressed, there's going to be a reason for you to also be happy. Every time you allow yourself to feel an emotion, you also create the equal experience of the opposite. One-sidedness is an illusion. If you realize your negative thoughts are the truth, then you'll be able to open to what the universe is really showing you. The universe is a completely balanced system, equilibrated because of divine order. This is bigger than me and you. If you're able to perceive both sides of a situation, both negative and positive, you'll witness the divine perfection and balance of the universe. When you understand the law of polarity, you can apply it and align yourselves with it, use it to your advantage and benefit. Only then you will transform the way you think, do, and how you are being in every corner of your life. Your potential in this life is way beyond the 3D programming. In fact, I want you to remember you are me and I am you. We are one and never two. Develop an understanding of this universal law and your life will never be the same again. Good luck. Peace.